Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. So, I have to say this to the world. I'm one person who loves to go straight to the point. I really wanted to name today's show I Blame FSG. I really wanted to say it exactly because the most important thing that is really disturbing me is how much Liverpool are being run by the FSG and how we just allow things to happen like this and not complain about it. So the current situation at Liverpool, I myself, Sam, 100% blame the FSG. Why am I blaming the FSG? You may be wondering. Because I believe if they had done whatever they did correctly, if they had given enough to club to at least try to bring in some new talents, if they had at least try to secure the deal with the Jorginho Ronaldo, if they had done at least something similar to that, we don't be crying about the fact that we are losing almost the whole of Liverpool's midfielders. It's really at a point where it's frustrating. I don't like it. I get frustrated easily, and I hate to think a lot over this team because I did that a lot last season, especially when we lost to Virgil van Dijk. We had two. We are about to have two horrible seasons. The first seasons we suffered with defenders after Lindelof left Liverpool and there was nothing that was done by FSG to replace. It was when they were reduced it to nothing that they did what we call panic buying, bringing the people like Constantino, not Simicas as such. I mean, people like the guy Ozan Kabak, all the players who came in, Ben Davies. That was somehow like a panic button which was triggered by Liverpool to try to cover the problem that they had. That's what they did, and that's what led us to where we are today. Because as the season was coming to an end, the rumors again were there, being told that Liverpool are about to lose one of our greatest midfielders, legends, of course, of the club, Ingenio Ronaldo. We were not meant to lose this man. The man should have been given a contract which I felt like he deserved, but he was not given that. And what led him to walk was because he was not given what he was looking for by Liverpool. He thought that these guys were not serious to give him what he was actually looking for. So he walked away. The only player that I can say in all our midfielders, which have ever had, is the only consistent midfielder who does not get injured. We lost him to PSG. Right now, he's not getting game time. He's actually even regretting himself. And guess what? Where we are now? Guess what is happening with us and our midfielders? You might want to ask yourself that question because we are literally suffocating and suffering because of the decisions which were done by Liverpool and FSG. So why am I blaming FSG? You might be wondering. These guys, I have no idea why they even bother. What do they really do at Liverpool? They don't want to put back into the club. They don't want to invest in the club so that the manager get maybe better talent to keep challenging the likes of Chelsea and Man City. We know Klopp what he's capable of doing. 1, 2, 3 players who are good, he can cause a lot of problems. But guess what? We are not doing that. FSG are not giving him that chance. Now, this is the problem we have. So I'm going to be looking at the injury list that Liverpool has before I move on to what we're actually here to talk about. Because I literally blame FSG for our breaking down. So let's look at some of the injury lists we have. So as you can see on the screen, Klopp's injury update on 8 players with Firmino, Keita, and Milner getting close. Say whatever you want to say. Say whatever that'll make you happy, but I'm not happy. I'm not excited with the fact that we have to hope that the players are very close because if they're not yet in the ground, then they're not anywhere close. If they're not training with the team, they're not yet anywhere close. So I'm not really happy. So of course, Klopp was talking today because of tomorrow. Tomorrow there'll be a football game. I have not yet listened to his interview, which I'm gonna do. Then I'll cover it exactly tomorrow at 10 o'clock my time 10 o'clock in the morning. Remember, there is, you guessed it, weekend warm up. We continue, so I'm gonna be looking at it. So I'm gonna read a little bit of what Klopp had to say. So Klopp's injury update on 8 players, with Firmino, Keita, and Milner getting close. Jurgen Klopp has provided an injury update on 8 players ahead of Saturday's visit of Arsenal, with Roberto Firmino, Naby Keita, and James Milner all ruled out. The Reds head into the weekend without a number of key names, with the international break posing problems with the Jordan Anderson, Sadio Mane, and Andy Robertson also added into the list of the players who got injured. Meanwhile, James Milner, the hamstring that he got, Naby Keita, the hamstring that he got, Roberto Firmino, the hamstring he got, Joe Gomez, the calf he got, Curtis Jones, the eye, all went into interviews with the problem with Harvey Elliott's ankle, a long-term absentee because of the injury he picked up, when the ankle went. I don't want to remind you all those things. Saturday brings a clash with an upward mobile Arsenal, who are unbeaten in their last 10 games, which includes 8 wins, and Klopp is hoping his injury list is reduced by then. Nearly to finish this. Speaking to the club's official website, the manager declared Mane fine despite the bruised ribs. While there is a very good chance Andy Robertson can feature. You won't feature. Let's face it. I think it's Constantino Tsimikas getting that one. I think Klopp is just playing around here. Henderson is a little bit more than Robertson, although he has a chance of the weekend and will be 100% upwards, while suggesting he can start against Porto next week. According to what Klopp is saying, Henderson can start against Porto on the next week Champions League. Klopp revealed that Gomez is obviously not available, with the centre back yet to return to outdoor working. Wow, having missed the last 2 games. What really happened to Gomez? I'm still wondering that. I need to change the mic, by the way, the screen, so that I can see myself here, people. Anyway, I hope you can see me. It takes time to load a bit. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, we continue. So, the likes of Joe Gomez, they are really looking like they're not anywhere close. And all the 3, Keita, Milner, Firmino, the manager believes they are getting closer, although none of the trio will be involved against Arsenal. Remember, all of those got the hamstring injuries. Naby and Millie are getting, of course, Klopp will say Millie, but they just Naby and James are in a good way, as well as getting closer, he explained. Probably next week we expect them back in team training. Let's see what that means for Porto game, but not for the weekend. They are not available. Bobby is getting closer, but not for the weekend. We'll see if it gets a bit longer. I don't know. So literally, we still don't have a lot of play, but I'll keep going through the things because some of the things are really not necessary. But all in all, what I'm saying, people, is this: we are at a point where I think I should say a point of no return. We have most of our players injured, and I'm really worried as a Liverpool fan because now I don't have some of the most trusted players that we hope to have, and some of the players who can give us what we are looking for. Because now, when you look at what's happening, it's a little bit frustrating. So that's the question that I'm asking you, the world. What do you really think will happen as we look at the time, and what you think we can go as Liverpool? Because we didn't really do anything. We just signed the defenders we got because we needed defenders, but we didn't do anything. The likes of Thiago Alcantara just come back from injury, and they're still trying to get their feet together. Ox Chamberlain got some chances to do something, but didn't provide as much, so he's still working on himself a little bit. And we had the likes of Curtis Jones, who I feel like the kid is going to be good, but he's injured at the moment. Keita, for me, I think he was one of the players who looked like he was ready to show more as well as Harvey Elliott, but all of them are out with his injuries. It looks like whenever as Liverpool we have a player or some players who perform so good, they are a target of the team that we play for. They're injured. It's really frustrating. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Where do you believe Liverpool will go as we look like we are stuck in the middle? So without wasting any time, people, we are gonna get into the game and talk about what we are really here to. I just said to tell you 10 minutes of me crying about how much I'm started. I've already hated them already, but I'm starting to be pushed to say some crazy things over the FSG because they don't actually care about the club. That's what I feel. So let's get the show started. And welcome back to another video. I'm your host Sam, and we are back again with another one. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed what we have already talked about, click that like button. It's always the best thing you do to support the Football Connect and Sam. And I'm really excited over what we are preparing here for and what our next direction might be or should be for the Mighty Reds. You understand what I'm talking about? We have most of our players out. We have a lot of players out, so we need to find at least something we can do. But guess what? We are facing Arsenal, and Arsenal are really playing so well. So it's really frustrating at this moment. But that's not really what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Liverpool's rivals, Manchester United. Because as things are looking at this moment, rather than things to get better, they keep going way the opposite direction. Why are they going to the opposite direction? Because you still keep Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the job, and somehow they're not really doing what we expect them to be doing, and somehow it looks like some players have had enough. They've tried to wait on this, but they see that there's no direction over where they're going, so they're thinking of taking the next step, and none other than the guy who's at the thumbnail, Jesse Lingard. Of all the people, he has been one of the people who have been vocal, so we're going to be looking at him a bit so that we talk about what is really happening in his mind. So as you can see on the screen right now, which I'll be reading in a few minutes, you can see a picture of a man who's really enjoying his time. But read the message, read the fine place of the message, because it's gonna explain a lot of things over where United are gonna be going. And I feel like as much as we don't take it as seriously as we should be, this is gonna be a big deal, and I hope that we see something better. So let's do that right now. So as I'm here on the screen, don't be confused. The screen was coming back. We're gonna be reading some of these stories we were getting and the way they are literally leading us to. So the first story is this. It came out yesterday. I did read it a bit, but I didn't pay much attention. That's the reason why I had to do this video looking at him. So yesterday we were given a confirmation by Telegram, of course, one of the media outlets that are well respected in England. They said that the likes of Barcelona, the likes of AC Milan, Atlético Madrid are interested in signing Jesse Lingard on a free when his deal runs out this summer with Manchester United. That's Telegram giving us that information. Now you might be asking yourself, yeah, Sam, United get that a lot. I'm joking. United get that a lot, but the stars never leave them after all. They really enjoy what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is always working on. So I don't think, if you are me a bit, you don't think he will move. You believe that he will sort out with some things with the United. But let's rewind it a little bit. Weeks back, we were given rumors that they tried by all means to find ways of trying to get the likes of Jesse Lingard to sign and all the things that are happening. We all know what's happening in United. We all know that I might be crying over my team and injuries, Liverpool, but I cannot compare to the level that Manchester United are at. And it's really interesting to see what they are really expecting and where exactly do they think they go from here. Because I feel like they are missing a lot. They're missing a lot in these players that they're about to lose. So, and I went to do my digging. I want to look more into these details to find out exactly if I'm finding right news. But when I went into my digging, I've literally discovered that I had not seen all of it, people. I was just seeing a little bit. I thought the little bit was really saying something, but guess what? It wasn't. So I had to go look for an article which gave me a full explanation of the craziness that could happen in United land of my in Manchester of United, which can shock a lot of the people in the world. So I hope you are ready for this. Get your seat belt, just put your seat, put it properly so that we go over what's about to happen with Manchester United club, the club that a lot and a lot of people do love, and they spend most of their time trying to come and support these boys, try to come and show to these boys that they do respect what them boys are doing. And it's crazy with what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done and what we have seen over the past weeks. You might start to wonder where exactly they go, where exactly they go, because they're not getting the game time they're supposed to be getting. They're not getting all what they're supposed to be getting. So where exactly can United players who wants to leave United actually go? Now, I don't know. Let's just read the article. I think when we read the article, we will get the chance and maybe an idea over what is really happening and where exactly is United thinking of, what are they thinking of doing, and the stars they might lose with nothing to do about it. So let's do that right now as we are back on the screen, the reading screen, I like to call it. So Manchester United, 8 players could leave the club at the end of the season. Some of the pictures you see there are some of the stars that are being hide. Should I say hide? Is it the best word I can use? Or that are being, the media are being told to actually look that, because that's where the center of attention is at this moment when it comes to United. So those are the players that we are looking for. So let's go through the 8 players who could leave United this season, end of season, or maybe end of whatever. Anyway, so we have that guy. Literally wish I knew who that guy is. We've got Paul Pogba, Donny van der Beek, Edison Cavani, Jesse Lingard. These are some of the players we are being told are walking away. In fact, the likes of Jesse Lingard has been made clear, and also Paul Pogba with some angry outbursts that we're seeing from United over what was about to happen. But now the likes of Donny van der Beek, you'll be surprised, like, why? Edson Cavani, remember his contract is always signed every 1 year, so he is allowed to walk. So let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 players of the people we're looking at here, they can walk with no any problems. But guess what? It looks like there is more. There is more into the story, because they said 8, and I only see 5 here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is under some serious pressure at Manchester United. Okay, a run of one win in 6 Premier League games would be enough to have most top flight money bosses fearing for their roles. But the scarlet of the Redeemer up several notches further away Old Trafford job is concerned. Solskjaer has survived such rough patch before and could do it again. However, at the present, it would have been considered unlikely that he will still be at the post come the start of next season, unless he can mastermind a dramatic turnaround with the Red Devils' fortune. Regardless of whether the Norwegian is still at the helm or at the beginning of next season campaign, there will be undoable by several players who are exiting the theater of dreams at the end of the season or current season. It may not be sooner. Why am I looking at Southgate? United are doing that. So let's just go through them. So number 8, Donny van der Beek. Now, this is my thoughts on Donny van der Beek. Because this man is coming to a point where he was not getting game time, and the Netherlands just qualified for the World Cup. And I'm telling you, he wants to be there. And the only way he can get that chance if he gets more game time. And it looks like under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at United, he will never get that. So let's try to find out what they're to say. Manchester United players who might depart the club at the end of the season. Oh, so end of the season. Let's see. Donny van der Beek. Despite being bought from Ajax 14 months ago for close around 40 million, the Dutch playmaker has barely had a sniff at the first team opportunity under Solskjaer, making it just 4 Premier League starts in all his time at the club. Can you believe it? Donny van der Beek has only played 4 starts since he has been there at United, and that's 14 months. That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. So, closer, but unlikely to be keen in Sutler at least the United bench for too long, as move are either in January or the summer in the entire possible for the 24-year who is partially in socials and remain in charge. Okay. I think he will never get a chance under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because I believe there's some things that happen in there which I turn everything upside down. But one thing I feel like is perfect for Donny van der Beek, if he walks, that it will be the best thing he has done for his life, walking away from United because United be costing this kid. Paul Pogba. Now, we are talking about some people who whenever they do, the whole body of United shake. Like, they go. It's like when Cristiano Ronaldo throw the armband or throw his shirt on the ground after United losing. That is a serious message. So those are the likes of Paul Pogba. Why is now Paul Pogba leaving a club which he is controlling in his hands? So let's try to find out that. Paul Pogba, sometimes tough may remind, tough could remember whether the poor contract saga, the player himself has seemingly had numerous changes of heart over the 12 months, and we want to sign in a big contract extension. What we do for now is that his existing deal is up until the summer. Meanwhile, he will be leaving United for a second time on 30 June 2022 unless he puts a pen on the paper, fresh contract. So Paul Pogba doesn't want to sign because he somehow even himself feels like a stranger in his own apartment, which is really crazy. Feels like a stranger and is not getting the game time he's looking for. Things are not really working up for him. So what does this mean? It means he feels like he should be walking to another place where maybe he'll be given the reminder he deserves and maybe play some little bit of football. Football. So anyway, we'll definitely see what happened with the Paul Pogba story as we move on to the other one, which is Edison Cavani. Now with Edison Cavani, I think it's also game time related. I feel like he has not been getting enough game time. Anyway, let's go. Edison Cavani was the only back in May. The Uruguayan star was convinced to sign for another year at the club, and United are working hard to convince him that he would be a big part of their plans this season. A few short months later, a certain Cristiano Ronaldo rocketed up, rendering the majority of those promises valid, known to be keen on a move to Boca Juniors before he hangs his boots up. It seems a certain that he is departing this summer. So Edson Cavani was being promised that something was going to be coming with him, and somehow it continued like this until he decided that he's no longer interested in signing the contract because Even if they keep him, it doesn't look like they're gonna be using me. So let me just walk away and look for elsewhere we can get proper good time. And it looks like he has a dream club that he wants to play, or something. I don't know. Yes. So Jesse Lingard institution, we've talked about it. Mata is a fantastic servant for the club. Mata will be 34 by the end of the day. With his contract expiring this summer, the world midfielder option at United that the Spaniard would restrict to just a solo Carabao Cup appearance so as far this season. It seems likely that he will extend his 7-year stay at Old Trafford. Then he will sign. Then his current deal will expire in the next summer. Wow. So Mata is seventh. One of the people you expect they'll never leave is walking away for the respect of the club. So let's see what happens. Yes, Lingard, we've already talked about him. I want to say something. Anthony Martial is also one of the people who might be leaving. We literally know what has been happening with Anthony Martial, not getting game time, and things are turning upside down. So it's just a matter of time before we hear this guy is gone. But the question is this: where does he go? Does he go to Newcastle? Does he try to find some ways to find these things so that he finds his mojo back? Because, like I'm telling you, the list, it might be here, but I don't feel like there's any failure of a player in that list. That's weird. So Anthony Martial is also one of the people on the list. Then Phil Jones, who is eating man while seated. I think it's time for him to walk. What else can I say? Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my God. Why would the guy who just got in wants to go out? What is happening, Cristi? What is happening? I saw a rumor that was telling me that Cristiano Ronaldo was fighting this fight. So yeah. So wow. So the final entry of the controversial is the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner with 2 years apart. And okay, I guess then it regulated their material. Okay, important players, how they face Ronaldo, basically, and you find everything here. Cristiano Ronaldo is edging most of the players. Let's face Ronaldo has basically singled hard kept United in this season so far. Champions League, however, the club is currently 5 points off the top of the Premier League. They are real and personal responsible that the Red Devil will be back in Europe for the next term. So, according to what we are hearing here, Cristiano Ronaldo, what he was looking for from United is not what he got. So, it feels like he needs to do something. So, those are some of the 8 players, and the ones that I feel like are going to happen is the Jesse Lingard one, and also, which other player is this? Mata. Yeah, so those might be the ones you see. Those are some of the ones. Let me fix something here. So I'll move on to this camera. So like what I'm saying, people, United are in trouble. Donny van der Beek, if he wants to save his career, he has to move from United. And it's really hard. Crazy hard. Wow. So we have some countless players who are about to leave United. I didn't know Ronaldo was going to be in the list. We've got Cavani, we've got Phil Jones, we've got a lot of players. Where do you think United goes for? And the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should be added as well into that because I think he ran. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. What's going to be happening? Keep us updated with whatever that will happen. But I have a feeling that Jesse Lingard is staying in the Premier League, but just leaving United. Then I don't know what happens after that. But anyway, thank you very much. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what happens. Can Cristiano Ronaldo leave United? That's the question I should have asked. Anyway, I'm out. Let's see where we go from here. So click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. My eyes are totally so tired right now. So I'm going to close my eyes and speak to you soon. Goodbye.
Beats the goalkeeper. He's just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.